Here we go. Shalom, beloved family. It's your girl, Sophia Spiritualite, and we're here for our daily prayer and reading. We meet every day at Thamur and We read, we say a prayer, we read a psalm, and then we do a 3-card reading just to see what messages we can get from the angels and from the Most High. So without further ado, all praise, all glory, and all honor go to the Most High, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, the great I am, loving kindness, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, David, Enoch, Moses, Noah, and Solomon. We thank you for another day to labor in the vineyard. We ask for permission to speak with the angels for just a few moments so that we can get a message that will allow us to be of better service to you and to the kingdom. When we enter herein with all humility, let God the Almighty One enter into this place by entrance of an eternal happiness, of a divine prosperity, of a perfect divine prosperity, of a perfect joy, of an abundant charity, and of an eternal salutation. Let all the demons fly from this place, especially those who are opposed unto this work, and let the angels of peace assist and protect this place, from which let discord and strife fly and depart. Magnify and extend upon us, O Lord, thy most holy name, and bless our conversation and our assembly. Sanctify, O Lord our God, our humble entry herein, thou the blessed and holy one of the eternal ages. Selah. To the Divine Mother, we thank you for being with us, we thank you for guiding us, and we thank you for walking with us down the path of life. O Divine Mother, illumine me with divine wisdom, vivify me with divine life, and purify me with divine love, that in all I think and say and do, I may be more and more thy child. To our older, wiser brother Yahushua, we thank you for the perfect example you set of how to climb the tree of life and conquer the tree of death. Now to the angels, to our personal guardian angels, to the archangels, to the council of 9, to the council of 12, to the council of 24, to the 24 elders, to the 42-letter name of the Most High, to the 72-letter name of the Most High, to the council of the 144,000, to the 216 angels that sit atop the tree of life, to the entire administration of angels, to the angels whose names we know and the ones whose names we do not know. We ask that you come and be with us for just a minute. Give us a message that will allow us to be of better service to the kingdom and to the Most High. All right, let's read Psalm 51. Have mercy upon me, O God, according to thy loving kindness, according unto the multitude of thy tender mercies, blot out my transgressions. Wash me thoroughly from mine iniquity, and cleanse me from my sin. For I acknowledge my transgression, my sin is ever before me. Against thee only have I sinned, and done this evil in thy sight, that thou mightest be justified when thou speakest, and be clear when thou judgest. Behold, I was shapen in iniquity, and in sin did my mother conceive me. Behold, thou desirest truth in the inward part, and in the hidden part thou shalt make me to know wisdom. Purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean. Wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow. Make me to hear joy and gladness, that the bones which thou hast broken may rejoice. Hide thy face from my sins, and blot out all mine iniquities. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me. Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and uphold me with thy free spirit. Then will I teach transgressors thy ways, and sinners shall be converted unto thee. Deliver me from blood guiltiness, O God, thou God of my salvation, and my tongue shall sing aloud of thy righteousness. O Lord, open thou my lips, and my mouth shall show forth thy praise, for thou desirest not sacrifice, else would I give it. Thou delightest not in burnt offering. The sacrifices of God are a broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart, O God, thou wilt not despise. Do good in thy good pleasure unto Zion. Build thou the walls of Jerusalem. Then shalt thou be pleased with the sacrifices of righteousness, with burnt offering and whole burnt offering. Then shall thou offer bullocks upon thine altar. Selah. All right, so we have our morning deck here. Ooh, not quite right. There we go. Move this out the way. All right, so we have our Rhoda Monday. Our Tarot of Light deck, and of course it is The deck we use in the morning. It is easy to use. It's easy to understand. It is available on our website, fruitsandspirit.com. When you sign up with your subscribe to our email list, Lord have mercy if I could get the words out. If you subscribe to our email list, you can get 10% off your order. So thank you in advance for checking out the website, signing up, and you can also get $5 off of our upcoming courses, which I already have 3 listed. The first one being Rhodomancy, and then after that, we're going to do Enzymes Part 1 and 2. Anyway, so we have our cards here. All praise, all glory, and all honor go to the Most High, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We ask for permission to speak with the angels for just a few moments so that we can get a message that will allow us to be of better service to you and to the kingdom. To the Holy Mother, we thank you for always being with us. We acknowledge our older, wiser brother Yahushai. And to the angels whom we've already called in, we thank you guys for all of your hard work. We are eternally grateful for you being there for us. We ask that you give us a message that is clear, easy for us to understand, easy for us to apply, and timely. And once the covenant is fulfilled, of course, we will let the Most High know so that you are indeed given credit for your hard work. We are working diligently to become better clients, and hopefully our hard work and our effort is noticed, because it definitely feels like a lot for us, and we know that it's just a drop in the bucket for what the Most High wants for us. And so we thank you for being there and supporting us in every way. All right. No cards fell out. Let's see what we got. Got the High Priestess again. Our intuition. We got to be developing our intuition. Become your own High Priestess. Okay. And then we got the Six of Angels, which is literally transition. So hopefully we're transitioning into something good. And our last card is Adventurer. All right, we're transitioning into some adventures. That's great. That means that we're developing our mind and we're getting stronger. And with stronger abilities means stronger things we can create. And the stronger the things that we can create, the better it is, okay? All right, let me just slide this over a little bit. All right, so let's see what we got. Our first card, of course, is the High Priestess. We have been getting this card quite a bit. So let's see if there's something that I'm missing that we need to be doing. And this is in our past position. So deep within a sacred place awaits your recognition. Shift your awareness inward and feel the wisdom of your heart. The High Priestess knows you are ready to explore your inner realms. You are being asked to look beyond the obvious and superficial into the heart of the matter. You are vast, full of potential and unlimited possibilities. Trust your intuition, your inner voice, and your instincts as you learn to meditate, and stretch your psychic muscles. This may also be a time for stillness. Quiet your mind so you can hear wise counsel of your inner voice. There are unseen forces at work, orchestrating the whole universe to bring intense and beautiful experiences to your life, adventures in this case. And this correlates with the High Priestess card, which is secret knowledge, serenity, foresight, and objectivity. Again, this is sort of like maybe people didn't understand it from yesterday's reading when we got the number 9 card, the retreat, which is meditation. So this is meditation, but in a different form. Now, as you meditate, you want to be listening for that still small voice that will give you answers to your questions. So for me, I have started using, of course, rhodomancy for that to confirm what I hear my voice saying. Because the crazy thing is, the more I do rhodomancy, the more I realize that it really is only giving me the answers that I would have given myself. But sometimes I think this is, I would say, kind of like a gateway drug. You know what I mean? Like, once you learn to hear what that inner voice says, you won't need the pendulum. You won't need to douse. You will be able to do it on your own, but this is kind of like a baby step. And there's a lesson I'm going to do. I guess this was to make me do this lesson. So it might come out, it might already come out by the time this is up, but I'm not sure. But the point of the matter is, see, the technical name for dowsing is rhodomancy. And that made me think of Rahab. And when I went and looked up the story of Rahab, it was shocking. It was truly shocking. But then it made me think, well, why wouldn't they call it rhodomancy? They call everything else necromancy or whatever mancy, but they don't want to call this rhabdomancy. Why is that? So that made me think that it was something that we were missing in that story, which would cause it to be. So like I said, I'm gonna do a lesson on this, but long story short is, it's the term harlot. Harlot is not a whatever people think it is now. If you look at the English dictionary, the old one, the not the thesaurus, but the etymology dictionary. There you go. If you look at the etymology dictionary, harlot means a young person. So they have this story of Rahab, which was a young girl who probably used dowsing to determine who was coming up in her house, and to go ahead and ask for the deal. So I'm assuming that this is something that, because when she was saved by Joshua and them, she went and lived amongst the Israelites. This is why I'm talking about, like, you don't know what color our people are, because we mix with everybody. Those were Jerichoites or whatever they were. She was a citizen of Jericho, so technically she shouldn't have been mixed with no Israelites, but everybody was mixed with the Israelites. Same thing with Ruth. Ruth was a Moabite. So we just have to look at that and say, judge the spirit by the spirit, for number one. For number two, we have to trust our intuition. And again, that comes with meditation. I do my whole regular prayer that I normally do, the short version without all the extra stuff. I do that every time before I pick up the thing to doubt, every single time. And that's a way of me quieting my monkey mind. This is why I like structure. And I know a lot of people like, oh, well, the way that you pray is very, very structured. It's this, it's that. It's a reason why I like that, because when you have a process of doing something, you can quickly get to the result. But if you're every time trying to develop a new process for quieting your mind, it's going to take you forever every single time. So I like to streamline it, and I can streamline it with prayer, because each level of the prayer takes off a level. So how do I describe this? So we have our thinking, our feeling, and our willing, right? So to me, my thinking is the Most High. So I quiet my thinking by invoking the Most High. Then my feeling is the Holy Mother. I quiet my feeling by speaking to the Mother. And then my willing is Yahweh Shai. So I quiet my willing by invoking Yahweh Shai. And then that way I've gone through the process of shutting down my outside physical body by invoking the names that are associated with it for me. And of course, this is a process. It takes a while, because if you remember, when I first started doing these prayers, I didn't say anything about Yahweh Shai, and I always felt like I was missing something. And then the card kept showing up. Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai. Like, oh, okay, I have to use him. He has a very important part in this. And now I understand, it's the thinking, the feeling, and the willing. If you equate those with the God, which is one God, our thinking, our feeling, and willing are one. We are one person. However, we have those different sections. And if you correlate those different sections with the Most High and with the Holy Mother and with Yahweh Shai, then you're able to oh, you can't even see me. Look, my silly self. I did it wrong. Then you're able to calm yourself down. You're able to go through the process of moving inward in a rapid fashion. So it doesn't take, again, Meditation for me, I meditate all the time. Praying and meditation are the same thing. Praying, sleep, and meditation are all the same thing for me. I do it all the time. I'm constantly in prayer, meditation, sleep, constantly, just constantly. Even when I'm doing stuff, I could be in meditation because I go through the process. I have a process. I've dedicated a process and I go through it. And maybe that is sort of a high priestess technique, but that's something that if it resonates with you, you can try it and see if it helps you. As you get ready to do something, just go through calling on the different entities. And then by the time you get to the end, you're at peace because you have calmed your thinking, you have calmed your feeling, and you have calmed your willing. You have rolled it up into a ball and put it somewhere on the side so that you can get to the heart of the matter. So when I do readings for people, like tarot readings or energy cleanses or whatever for people, I don't go through all of that out loud because it's me who needs to calm my mind, my body and my mind. And I don't know how that individual person calms themselves, but I know that most of the time if people just sit and they listen and they look at my face and I have a very calm face, that they will, if I emit calmness, calmness is what do you call it, contagious. Like peacefulness is contagious, just like rage is contagious. Peacefulness is contagious too. You can impart your peace on somebody, especially someone who has asked you to help them, by you being peaceful. So the quicker you're able to calm yourself, go within, get to the point, that person will also do it very quickly. I noticed that happen. So again, that's just, something that I do. I didn't even know I did until I started talking, running my mouth, but that's what it is. Now I have a better understanding of that. Okay, let's look at the Six of Angels. I had no idea. Look at this. All right, so this says transition. An angel of change works her charm like a gentle, warm sea breeze to gradually move you away from setbacks and restore your soul. You will soon see beyond the difficulty. The Six of Angels ushers in change. There are better things on the horizon. Even if you can't see them at the moment, know they are on their way. There is a move, metaphorically and physically, into the unknown. Take one stride at a time, but you must take a step. Remember, seek and ye shall find. Knock and the door shall be open. Ask and you shall be answered. What is ask? Seek and ye shall find. Knock and I think it's ask. Anyway, but you have to take a step, okay? Let the momentum of each small step carry you further forward. This change is for the better. Whether you are traveling, moving house, or journeying within, embrace this change to open yourself to the full range of possibilities. And this correlates with the Six of Swords, which is travel, expedient manner, voyage, movement through difficulties. Again, this is exactly what I was talking about in regards to using rhodomancy or dowsing to connect quicker with my inner self. And also I feel like by having a physical, because I'm a physical person, like again, everybody doesn't need this, because if you're an air person or you're a water person or air, water, or fire person, you might not need a physical thing to ground to. And neither air, water, or fire have a physical sign that they're attached to. You're either a fire sign, a fire water sign, or a fire air sign. There's no fire. There's an earth fire sign, but you're an earth sign first and fire is your secondary. But the point of the matter is, some people don't need a physical thing to kind of check in with themselves. Like they can just do it all internally. But if you're new, it may be helpful for you to have a physical way to check what your spirit is saying. And so that's just so you can gain understanding, gain clarification, and you don't have to doubt yourself so much, because a lot of this stuff does seem crazy. But when you are asking a question, like I asked a question the other day, I said, I can't remember the question, but I asked the question one way and it said no. And then I was like, okay, let me ask this question another way. And when I asked it another way, it said yes, because I found out that when I'm asking my questions, I shouldn't really put a time unless I put a specific time period with it, I shouldn't put a time period with it at all, because their time is not the same as our time. Universal time is not the same. And so as long as I'm putting a physical understood time period, like soon, like uh uh soon is one that I say a lot. It's like, no, you can't ask a soon question, or in a little while, or something like that. It has to be like in 1 week, in 24 hours, in, before the end of September. It has to be very, very specific questions. And the more specific the question you ask, the more specific the answer you'll get. And so that's just also a reminder: ask specific questions when you're asking your spirit. Don't ask waffle, weaselly questions. You can't get an answer like that, because the spirit does not understand time in the way that we understand it. Like, for example, remember, we have what, 20 minutes every day with our guardian angel, right? Our guardian angel is the angel of a certain 20 minutes. Well, that 20 minutes, 19 minutes seems like an eternity to them, but it's only 20 minutes to us. It's a very short time. So that's what I mean. Their time is not the same as our time. And then, of course, you have the demons. Their time is double our time. So you can say, let me get 5 years, and they're going to say, let me get 10 years. They're going to say, okay, but their 10 years is 5 years. And then next thing you know, you thought you was getting a deal for 10 years, but in 5 years, they come back looking for you. Ask for a 20-year deal. You come back in 10 years, and they're like, yeah, it's time to pay up, because their time is not the same as our time. Unless you specify that, but it's really hard to specify a while anyway. If we would say a while, we say later, that's not. Or like, I did ask my pendulum, can I come back and talk to you later? And it said no. And I was like, okay, should I come back and talk to you later? And it said no. And I said, okay, should I come back and talk to you before I leave to go up the road? And it still said no. So it didn't matter. The answer was no. Like, do not come back and ask me no questions, like, before you go. Just do what you got to do, and then get on the road and go. Don't worry about it. So that's like a funny thing, but it's always funny when you get the no's and you're like, oh no, okay, maybe did I answer that? You ask it a different way, and sometimes you still get no, but at least you know the answer is no, as opposed to if you're just relying on your own mind first, you can say, okay, the answer is no. Or like, if you're dealing with somebody and you're like, oh, is this a good person for me, or is this a bad person for me? And you're dealing with this person, and in your spirit, you know the answer is no, this is a bad person for you. But then you're like, well, let me use rhabdomancy and get my pendulum and see what it says, and it still says no. Then you have like a physical confirmation. You can see with your eyes, like, the answer is no. You need to step back, reevaluate, and come back. And I did this lady's cards one time, and she asked me a yes or no question, and I knew the answer was no, but she said, can you just pull a card and see what it gets and give me a yes or no? And I was like, that's why I was looking for something to add to the cards so I could do yes or no questions. And yeah, the card that I got was like, well, it depends. But I was like, really, the answer is no. Like, based on the rest of this reading, I would take this card as a no. Whatever it is, something about a dude. How these Gentiles are. So she was like, okay, all right, fine. I'm like, yeah, the answer is really no. I would just go with the no, as opposed to whatever is coming up next. Okay, so that's a transition card. And of course, it says movement through difficulties. And then now we're going into adventure, which is our Knight of Stars, which I have gone on way too long so far. I have no idea what I said. All right. I hope it was valuable, though. Knight of Stars, adventurer. Life is an adventure. With every journey, you become spiritually fitter. Each moment holds an opportunity to experience life in its fullness. The Knight of Stars dares you to take on a new adventure. Your soul is craving love, fun, and excitement of exploration. Allow this supernova of energy to invoke, inspire, and incite dreams or a transformation. Initiate your free will by opening your heart. Exactly. You may be inspired to take a holiday, change your residence or workplace. Did I already read this? Transform your inner or outer self, whatever it may be. It will have you feeling more alive and centered. When you allow yourself to go with the natural flow, your dreams and desires will begin to manifest. And this is a journey, alteration, absence, advancement into the unknown. Wait, did I read this already? Is this literally the same thing? Yeah, this is okay. So, all right, put a pause on what I said. This is whatever this is. This came up in two different cards. You may be inspired to take a holiday, change your residence or workplace, or transform your inner or outer self. So, being that this came up in two cards, I thought I was crazy. Really, I did, because I'm looking at the time. I'm like, oh, maybe I already said this. No. Okay, so we need to look very, very carefully at our at taking a vacation, moving, leaving your job, or transform your inner or outer self. Okay, we're taking a journey. There's a journey coming up. We are on the move. It says advancement into the unknown correlates with Rider Waite, the Knight of Wands. Advancement into the unknown. So we are collectively going to begin moving soon, and it's going to be very soon. And I got a message that I was going to, from the spirit, that I was going to have to move. And I'm not sure if this is tied into this same vein, but I would definitely begin just asking your angels if you're going to have to move. And I actually asked if I was going to be able to move into a new house, into a nicer house. And I was told yes. So I don't know what that means. I said, will I be able to buy it? And they said yes. And I'm like, okay, and when is it going to happen? I said, am I going to be able to stay where I am through the end of September? And they said no. They said by the end of the month, you're going to have to move. And so I don't know what that means. I'm not prophesying anything. All I'm saying is this is the exact question that I asked a few days ago about my own situation. And it was told to me at that time that I was going to have to move. And so all I'm saying to you is you need to ask the question, am I going to, should I be preparing myself to move? Or to change jobs, or to go on a vacation, whatever it is that resonated with you with what I said in that sentence, you need to be asking, because we got this card in the present and in the future, and y'all already know the present and the future for us. If the present is Kokav, the future is Zedek. Like, this is like today and tomorrow. So we need to really be thinking about this. Just put the thought out there so that you can start gathering some information, because I don't know what this means. This is a little bit perplexing. I wasn't expecting that at all. So, and that seems to be a key factor. So it's like we're transitioning into an adventure. I don't know what that means. I'm not guessing. I just told you what the spirit told me about my situation. So you definitely want to be at least thinking about what this is going to look like for you, what this means to you, if this means anything to you. And so now it's out here on the internet ley line, so other people will get the message, and maybe we'll see some things start to come up. But yeah, that was really weird. Um, and that's all I can say. Talk to the spirit about what that means for you and how that comes up. I have no idea. I have no idea. So I'll let you guys see the cards while I write them down. All right, now we're going to do the blessing of the Sephirah. I'm just going to grab my cheat sheet here. All right, the blessing of the Sephirah. Blessed be the light beyond all being. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Keter. Blessed be the breathing of origination. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Chokma. Blessed be eternal wisdom. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Bina. Blessed be omniscient understanding. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Chesed. Blessed be perpetual compassion. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Gevora. Blessed be almighty justice. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Tiferet. Blessed be transcendent beauty. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Netzach. Blessed be unceasing victory. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Had. Blessed be surpassing glory. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Yesod. Blessed be infallible foundation. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Malchut. Blessed be all life throughout the kingdom. Forever blessed be the mighty one. All praise, all glory, and all honor go to the Most High, the King of kings and the Lord of lords, the great I am, loving kindness, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We thank you for allowing us to speak with the angels for just a few moments, and we would like to report back that they have given us a message that will help us be of better service to you and to the kingdom, and therefore we would like that to be noted in the record book. We thank you to the earthly mother for always being there for us and guiding us down the path of life. We acknowledge our older, wiser brother Yahushai and the perfect example that he set. And of course, to the angels, you guys are doing a great job. We have fulfilled the covenant by letting the Most High know about you fulfilling the covenant, and therefore we are good. And we thank you for all of your hard work and everything that you do for us. Let God be praised in the beginning and the end. Who supplicates him, he will neither despise nor refuse. God above us, God before us, God possessing all things. May the Father of heaven grant us a portion of mercy. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Loalam Vayed. Blessed be the name of his glorious kingdom throughout eternity. Ha Rashaman Hu Yashazir Lanu Avodat Biet Hamikdash Limkoma Bimhira Biyamanu Omen 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 and Selah. May the merciful one restore unto us the service of his holy temple to its place speedily and in our days. Amen, 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 and Selah. To the spirits who are here with us, you're invited to go in peace. To my beloved viewers, you're invited to be at peace. And always remember, the Most High is your peace. Shalom, everyone. We'll see you for the prayer tonight at Sesor.